What is your nickname and how old are you?
So, you can call me Jet, and I am 20 years old.
Where do you live now?
I am currently living at Consolacion. It's actually going to the north in Cebu.
What do you do now?
I am a student, and currently I am joining a pageant. Actually, it's called Misconceptions. So I'm very very busy with the past few days and the coming days.
What are your hobbies?
So one of my hobby is reading, and also I sing, and also I perform declamation.
What is one thing you are proud of?
One thing that I'm proud of is that I am very hardworking, I am independent, and also I am very persistent, especially if I really want to achieve something.
What is your big dream in the next 3 to 5 years?
In the next 3 to 5 years, I am looking forward to proceeding or taking up law after college.
So you want to be lawyer.
Yes, I want to be a lawyer. Someday, hopefully.
So you are very intelligent.
Thank you.
What skill do you want to improve this year?
The skill that I want to improve this year is my passerella. It's how you walk on the stage, especially if you're going to join a pageant. So I'm really looking forward to really improve that one since I'm planning to, try modeling, to try to join pageants. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to look forward in improving.
Would you show me that walk?
That walk, sure.
Thank you.
I'm here. That is passerella walk.
Oh, it's cool. What makes you feel thankful these days?
Thankful, I am very thankful of the opportunities that came a long way, especially that I have tried. It's my first time actually in the film industry. I'm trying taping, being an extra talent in the movies, and also this one being exposed to a crowd and pageantry. That's what I'm very thankful, having opportunities.
What do you like about Filipino culture?
Mm. What I like the most about Filipino is that they are very hospitable people. They're very welcoming. It's not just about the place. What really struck the most when it comes to Filipinos are the people. So the highlight of the Philippines are really the Filipinos. And well, the bonus are of course the beautiful spots here in the Philippines, but it's really the attitude, the personality of the Filipinos. It's very nice, welcoming.
What is one thing foreigners often misunderstand about Filipinas?
I think foreigners often they they have this misconception that if Filipinas, especially Filipinas, are trying to talk with foreigners, they tend to think that they're trying to get their attention, they're trying to get some money. That's what they think, but actually it's not really, because Filipinas actually, if to be frank, Filipinos are really independent. They're very hardworking and they can really stand on their own. It's just that there are really other women, no, that really will take advantage to other people. But if in general, Filipinos are very hardworking. They have a good heart. They are very kind and they are very welcoming.
If you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
If I could travel anywhere, I would go to Korea. South Korea specifically, because I'm very fan of, K-pop group, especially BTS. So yeah, I wish to really see them in person, and also the place and the foods and the people. So I want to, hopefully I can travel there. What I like most in a man is that they are gentlemen, and also they're family oriented, and they are respectable and decent man, because it's it's these kind of men are rare this time. So I'm looking really to this kind of man.
What action from a man recently made you feel impressed or attracted?
Actually, I don't have a boyfriend right now, but there is a man that is trying to get my attention. And what I'm impressed is that his act of service, I know that he is really, he's concerned about me. He's very caring. He's gentleman and very hardworking and very independent and really has a plan for the future. And well, he got me there.
What is a big problem for you in a relationship?
A big problem for me in a relationship is not honest. I don't like really to be betrayed. I don't like to be lied to. So that's the very red flag in a relationship, and I don't want that because I have been cheated in the past. So I don't want to experience that again. I don't like the betrayal, the feeling of it. It's so not good. Not my branding.
Someone cheated you? Can you share that personal story?
About that, not really the overall, but um, what saddens me really the most about that cheating incident is that his family knows about it. So it's a very big betrayal because I trusted his family as well, and then at the end of the day, I found out that his family knew that cheating, and then they were not able to tell me. They never really intend to be honest with me, and I don't really like the feeling of being betrayed. So that's why I'm really, very off to men these days because I don't want to be cheated again.
Would you date a man with kids?
No, personally, well, for me only have, but no, I wouldn't because of course I don't have a kid. I'm still, I'm still young and I don't want to, take. I'm actually personally, I'm still not in the age where I think of having kids. So I think I wouldn't date a man with kids.
For a future husband, what monthly income feels enough for family life?
Monthly income, if both of us would work, I think monthly, uh, maybe it's uh, 200 because the inflation rate here in the Philippines is very high. So it's not easy to have or to create a family, and because the expenses are very high, so 200 for a month. That's yeah, more or not less than 200, but really 200 or more.
200,000 peso?
Yeah.
Would you date a rich but ugly man or a handsome but poor man?
Personally, I don't want to answer that because I'm not the kind of a woman that looks into the physical attributes of a man. I'm more into the character. So I don't care if you are ugly or if you are handsome. I don't care if you are rich or if you're poor. But if you are rich with a heart, if you are rich with kindness, if you're rich with a positive attitudes or personality, then I would date you. So I don't care about your economic status. I don't care about your looks. Just give me the best character that you can have.
Both of them has good character.
If
Then if you need to choose,
I need to choose, mm, it's very hard. It's a very hard question because we need to be practical these days because, but I think I would choose the handsome but poor because I believe I have the capability to work on my own, and I think I could help him to grow and also work. So together we will improve our life. Together we will become rich, and then at the same time he's already handsome. So it's good.
yeah, if you become lawyer, the salary is very high.
Yeah.
Do you know How much is average salary for lawyer?
Lawyer, it actually depends, and I'm not really sure about the rate. So I cannot really tell because it depends if you're in a private firm or in a public. So I could not really tell, so I cannot answer it.
What is your ideal first date?
So my ideal first date is just a simple date. I'm not a materialistic woman. I'm not really into like, you don't have to bring me in a fine dining restaurant or whatsoever. Just give me your time, and just give me time to really get to know you, and make sure that that first date is really worth it, that I could tell, oh, maybe I could have a second date with you. So yeah, that's my ideal first date.
Tell me one date you enjoyed recently.
I have not dated yet recently. Like honestly, I have not dated yet because I'm very busy. Like I said, I've been joining Pageant, and also I have other errands like tapings and all. So, and also it's not yet in my mind to date someone, to date a man. So I have not dated anyone yet.
When did you date last time?
My last date was just my ex. So that was a year ago. Yeah. Year and months ago.
So you don't hang out with a guy long time.
No, I did not hang out yet because I'm still, feeling myself with love before I get to know another man.
Is a kiss on the first date okay?
No, it's for me not. Because being a Filipina, you have to be cautious. You have to really get to know the person first before you give them the permission to be intimate to you. So personally, no. First kiss and a first date, no, it's not. Yeah,
How about holding hands?
holding hands, maybe, but yeah, it's fine. I think as long as the man asks my permission, and if I feel comfortable to hold his hand, then it's okay, no problem.
Within the first 2 or 3 dates, what kind of physical affection feels comfortable for you?
So within 2 to 3 dates, for me it's still holding hands that feels comfortable. Yeah, just that first.
How about kissing on your cheek?
No, I'm so OHLX. No, no.
When do you think it's okay to stay out late at night with a boyfriend?
If he is already your boyfriend, then it's fine to stay out at night. But maybe just because I have a strict parents, so I tend to like go home like 10 p.m. like that. So if I am with a man, 10 p.m. Yeah, that's most 10 p.m.
Have you dated a foreigner before?
No, I have not yet dated a foreigner, but I'm looking forward really because European men, yeah.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of dating a foreigner?
Advantages, I cannot really tell because I have not yet tried, but I could tell a disadvantage based on the my friend's experience. There are other foreigners that are will take advantage of you physically, and they're very intimate, and which for me I don't like, especially in the first date. And most usually foreigners are very intimate already during first date. So yeah, that's I think the disadvantage of dating a foreigner.
Which do you prefer as a boyfriend? White, black, or Asian man?
White man, yeah, white man, or can be also a Asian man.
Which nationality of man would you like to date?
National European man. they're just hot and they have a good taste of fashion. So I like it, and they're so tall. So they're so handsome. So European men.
Do you have any specific country?
Maybe Italian men, or yeah, or Spanish men.
What do your parents or friends think about you dating a foreigner?
They don't think a negative thought about me if I date a foreigner. So it actually depends on me if I'm comfortable, if I like the person, if I'm happy with them, then they are very supportive, regardless of nationality.
What makes you feel real love?
Real love, what makes me feel real love, if they are um what do you call this? They don't choose a day, or they will really I know they will choose you every day despite your imperfections, despite your, you have, of course, you have negative attitudes. You're not perfect. Not everyone is perfect, so what I think is what real love is choosing you every day despite your imperfections.
What would you do if your boyfriend refused to use protection?
What refuse? I wouldn't have that thing. If it actually depends on both of you, and both of the party, ha, because if I will permit him to have that without permission, without protection, then it's okay. But if I don't feel like doing it without protection, then I wouldn't do it with him if he refuses to use protection.
Have you ever faced this situation in real life?
No.
What age do you want to get married?
Hmm. Nice question. Interesting. I think in 30s. Yeah, 30s.
What advice do you have for foreigners who want to date a Filipina?
Mm. My advice is that you should really court them properly and show them respect, show them how you love, how you love in the highest point, really, and also be loyal, be faithful, and be caring and family oriented. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. So, how would you answer today's question? Please write it in the comments.